Klenke. Beautiful ball in. Restovic. Joseph again! And Joseph spectacularly! 2 goals in next to no time for the freshman. And that second one was absolutely glorious. This freshman class is insane for Notre Dame. Lily Joseph putting on a show here in Syracuse. No short of pedigree as the Syracuse crowd shakes the bleachers, cross into the area. Ball is loose. Oh, it's off from a to the end again. Nathan Scott doubles the lead for the Orange. And the number 3 Pitt Panthers are in big trouble now. With 20 minutes to go, Syracuse up 2-0. Jack Goodrich, the captain for Lemoyne, standing over the penalty kick that could put his team in the lead against the number 7 team in the country. The Lemoyne Dolphins, only in their 2nd season in Division I. Jack Goodrich, who's been here since the Division II days, scores for Lemoyne. The Lemoyne Dolphins lead the Syracuse Orange. 10 seconds to go. Wyatt Dupel will take his time. Miracles can happen. Lemoyne, incredibly, have upset number 7 Syracuse. And we are underway. Syracuse, who started the season ranked 25th. Pitt was unranked. Boy, the tables have turned since then. But if there's one more twist in the tail to end the regular season tonight, it could be very interesting, especially with results going on elsewhere. It's a Panthers team with championship expectations. Syracuse back to being the underdog once again. Nicholas Waley with you here on ACC Network Extra alongside Sam Reese. Sam, this is a game I think we're both really looking forward to this week. What should we expect from both teams tonight?
Well, I think Pitt, the nature of how good they've been all season, they're going to try to get on the front foot right away and almost try to be so attack-minded, I think, Nick, to the point where they want to make Syracuse chase in the early stages. So the Orange have to be careful because Syracuse obviously coming off allowing 6 goals. They don't want that to happen again, but you also kind of have to get a win tonight if you want your NCAA tournament chances to stay alive. So you still got to be a little more attack-minded at the same time. So it's all about handling that balance if you're Coach McIntyre in the squad.
The Pitt Panthers practically guaranteed into that NCAA tournament. At the moment, share the regular season crown. They clinched it with a win against UVA last time out, 4-1 on that occasion. They do need at least a draw to make it their own. And on the front foot in the early going. Ready with control. Top of the area, Syracuse in the low block, trying to stop him. And really good defending by Christian Fortier to win it back, and Syracuse counter quickly. Daniel Burko couldn't control.
And it's little things like that where you come away with a nice steal if you're Syracuse, but if you're Burko, you gotta have a better touch there in the midfield to potentially spark a counterattack, because those are likely the best chances you're gonna get if you're Syracuse at the other end.
It's a Pitt team that has dominated possession. On many occasions have had over 65% of possession in more than 3 games this season in the ACC. They play some really fluid soccer and have really impressed. Have slowly built into one of the best teams in the country, and surely a contender for the national championship in just about a month's time. Syracuse, they're not out of it yet. They do need to pick up a few results, particularly tonight and in the first round of the ACC tournament. And it's not a guarantee of who they'll play yet either. Obviously, depending on results elsewhere, every ACC team is playing tonight, except for UVA, who played yesterday. One goes out of play. It will be a Pitt throw.
Now, this is not an official coining, but I'm calling it ACC Decision Day, just like you have in the Premier League.
Absolutely.
Not all the matches simultaneous, but just about. We've got almost every match that's being played tonight happening right now, with the exception of Stanford-Cal, the West Coast game, which will be kicking off at 10 p.m. Eastern time. But exciting stuff all around.
It's a physical battle already in midfield. That one's launched forward. Albert Thornton will beautifully control. Dawson shot away. And nicely collected by Thomas Hutt, his first action of the evening.
It's got to be difficult for Hutt as well, coming off allowing those 6 goals at Clemson. Of course, not all his fault by any means, but looking for a bounce-back performance. So to get that first save under your belt, yeah, it wasn't a tough one to make, but I have a feeling it's going to be tested quite a bit.
Dave Threadgold forced to stretch his legs. Got options in the center. Threadgold. Lovely control. Fortier. Nathan Scott. Can he find an opening? Goes down. The referee waves away the appeals. And Pitt can quickly turn the other way. Vetosa. Albert Thorson loses his footing, goes down. It's not the first time we've seen players slip already tonight. A little bit of a slick day here in Central New York. We're coming off of 2 days of unbelievable weather, it has to be said, at this time of year. 80 degrees plus. And that's completely changed. We're in the low 50s tonight. Possibly will drop into the 40s as the night goes on. That means that turf will be that little bit more slick. Jafamba. Fortier controls it back to Jafamba. He nearly lost his footing again, but was able to stay on his feet. Rosenblatt. Now it's crossed into the area towards the back post. It drops nearly to Threadgold. Fortier! What a start for Syracuse! Christian Fortier scored a wonder goal against Charlotte earlier in the year. He's now done it against number 3 Pittsburgh. What a start for the Orange.
We highlighted him off the top because of the fact that he hasn't been a regular starter this season. Only the 3rd time he's been inserted into the starting 11 by Coach McIntyre, but the freshman lives for these moments, Nick. One-time finish, and he couldn't have drew it up better. Just a beautiful strike, and let's be real, Cabral Carter didn't stand a chance.
What a moment. A Syracuse team coming off its worst loss in the tenure of head coach Ian McIntyre. And it's the freshman, Christian Fortier, who scores his 2nd huge goal of the season. And what about it, with power to add. What a moment for the Canada native. And my, does that change things across the ACC landscape. The summer we started the season with has quickly turned to November, and on senior night, Syracuse welcomes its toughest test. The number 3 Pittsburgh Panthers conceal sole possession of the ACC regular season crown. The Orange will do everything they can to stop them tonight in the season finale. Welcome to Central New York one last time in the regular season. Alongside Sam Reese, I'm Nicholas Waley. And Sam, these two teams aren't just making up the numbers on the final day of the season. Both have things to play for. We mentioned about Pitt, but Syracuse could even drop in the ACC standings tonight.
Absolutely, a whole lot at stake, Nick, even though it's the regular season finale. Pitt could have some work to do to secure that #1 spot, as you mentioned, and then Syracuse trying to solidify the highest seed they can, because if things go wrong tonight, they could slide down those standings.
Well, Syracuse is coming off its worst loss under head coach Ian McIntyre, 6-1 against Clemson last time out. And a big reason why was because they were without their captain due to suspension, Sam Layton. Boy, are they happy he's back in the lineup.